yang membuat dan diri berdalam diri.
Ikaw, secara biasa, orang Residium kita bawa jauh boleh. Lihat barang bendera di kursi biru. Terus boleh. Kita praktis, kita kibarkan bendera. Boleh? Alright. Sekarang pada sebab itu selepas kita menaikkan upacara calon gemilang, kita akan ada lagu calon gemilang. Sewaktu ini saya mohon kerjasamakan semua tetamu kenamaan, tim berhormat, ketua jabatan dan semua yang hadir untuk kita kibarkan bendera di tangan kita. Alright, kalau boleh saya nak lihat semua kibaran bendera dengan suara sekali, boleh? Satu, dua, tiga, empat.
Selepas ini, okey?
Kita simpan sekejap. InsyaAllah sama menyaksikan perubahan terhormat kita.
Amat orang pada negeri ya ketiba kira-kira 5 minit daripada sekarang. Tapi kita akan yang amat hormat saudara kita.
Alright, dan juga saya mohon sewaktu perubahan Yang amat hormat Sedari negeri bersama oleh Yang hormat dunia dan juga hormat ketua bersama kita berdiri dan kita berikan tepukan dan kibarkan bendera dengan penuh semangat, okey? Apa? Dan kembali sesaat ini dan sesaat lagi kita berdoa kepada Allah.
Yes, I am. I am. When I was able to in August, so I'm saying that every time so that we can this explanation and they're making class. Hey, what is the performance for the Malaysia Day like? Yeah. And I'm like, oh, can we take a picture together? And he said, oh, sure. Then we took one photograph. And later on, the gang came, no, you cannot take mine only. My friend are my gang are on here. And I'm like, oh, who are they actually? But I said, looks familiar. And he said, yeah. They are actually Ella and a boy. And Ella, the boy, has sung a patriotic song, which as not as famous as Sudim Run actually, but the heart does count. Okay, so this is Ella. Benar. I love Ella song. She has a very strong character. And the music is just so special. I don't know why my bed doesn't have flags. We're still waiting for VIP now. Of so many prime minister when I was young, I used to really adore the Prime Minister Mahathir. But as I grow up and then I guess when I grew up and at age, I started to realize that we are approaching Mawatan 2020 and a lot of things that he started to speak seems to contradict a little bit. And well, 2020 becomes unfortunately his vision 2020 did not come to pass. But what did happen is, we know the pandemic actually hit the whole world. And Malaysia, as one of it, we also have a severe hit. Many people have died, including one of my very best friends, the call. He was trying to actually go to the hospital and help the nephew, but without her realizing it, she actually got COVID. That time was the alpha time. And he wasn't vaccinated actually. He planned to believe that God will just protect. and she will be all right. So she didn't. Well, here we are, 2023. And I'm just so glad that my husband works here. Many people doesn't know, but my husband is working here, and at least he's gonna work at least 4 years because my second son as well. And my husband was civil, my son studied civil, and formerly we are from multimedia industry, from a private U to another private U, but however, this has very strong attachment in Australia. It's just a blessing to know that Simon is in Sarawak. When I came here this time, somehow I sensed a change in my feeling. When I was here as a student, I still remember that my roommate Helena and myself was like, oh, this is really tough. Really in the jungle. Friends would say, hey, are you staying on top of the tree? I like, no, we don't. But my hotel is actually made of wood. Now that is a lot of protection of West Malaysia towards East Malaysia. I believe it's still the same now. Because they don't understand the development in West Malaysia. I'm not really sure about Sabah, but I've been to Sabah once, and I think Sabah is quite developed as well. Now, as for Sarawak, it's very, very developed. However, the attitude of the people here are slightly different from no, I mean East Malaysia, Sarawak, yeah. The attitude of the people here are more calm, slower, and I think life is important for them. They know how to enjoy life. They don't go very fast. And if talk about KPI, I think Sarawak does have KPI. However, probably will not be so KPI oriented. I really like when after I graduated, I really hope that I can stay in Sarawak. But my husband is to go back and take care of the in-laws. No, his mom, his parents. And I'm glad I see a VIP coming in. And I'm glad that it's time a headhunter actually got my husband a job, which I always say is actually of the Lord. And I'm here. I mean, when I decided to come over here to be with my husband and not knowing that, hey, they're celebrating Malaysia Day in Sarawak. And this is what I said. The time of the Lord is always so awesome and perfect. Okay. Now, I see that they actually decided to hold the event in Stadium Perpaduan, which is also the slogan for this year itself. Unity is very important. I've been telling people while I fly or when I land, I say the politicians like to propagate this unity to the extent that we need one Malaysia, to the true fact that we actually have unity already. And how I want to share this during pandemic time. Finally, I moved beyond my taman. I usually would just mingle with my neighbor, but not beyond the other day. And neighbor was telling me, hey, someone is selling a burger over there in the middle of the night for dinner. You can just go and support. So I went over, it's just so awesome that the owner, the daughter will just get cut mango, and then there's an Indian neighbor there, and me, I join you my pay catering. During pandemic, he doesn't have a job. So I say it's good that we can support you, but very importantly, it's an opportunity for us to just know one another and just have a chat. And there is a shop beside the garden. Either went to church or I have something early in the morning. But this is awesome. I like to drink wine. Anybody here sees relationship more important than any other thing? You know what relationship is? But I see you more important than I see myself. And I see your religion more important than my religion. I see your value more important than my value. I see your how to say, another one thing is how you live your life at home more than myself. So I sense that they really understand how to be united because they see other people more than themselves. But of course, some talk about being Chinese. They are a bit restricted. Oh, I'm just reminded that my friend is here. I haven't found my friend yet. She's a professor now. I don't know where she go. The last time I quit my job, I'm not sure if she's still there. Anyway, I'm glad that the Lord, since day one, has put me around, surrounding so many people of many ethnic. And I don't remember which year Malaysia actually hold a conference for unity, and I was there, and I actually challenged the Malays specifically, who has attended the conference and propagate about being united, regardless of races, regardless of religion, to come alongside. And yeah, they would put aside whatever they think there is and just wish me Merry Christmas because that time was near to Christmas. And I'm glad to know that not all Malaysians are close-minded. There are many who is very open-minded. And here I also want to say my very good friend, a gardener friend, Diane and Salima, they have been very open-minded about coming together. But there are things that we must stand respect and honor. But generally, yes. Okay. So I'm glad that I'm here, having to see so many people here, and especially for me, it's Malaysia. It's more than Chinese, Malay, Indian, or even orang asli, orang asal. But it's actually their own ethnic. So we know that they have Iban Bidayo, orang Melanau, Labe. It's actually more than that. And just so awesome to see that they maintain it. Now, coming to see our own ethnic, actually my grandparents, my great-grandparents actually from China. And it's true that when people say, you're from China, you go back to China. I'm like, okay, fine, you guys go back to China. I don't think they want to accept you. So, and then I'm born here. So, what I want to say that is, we have our roots. So we have to understand our roots and we have to go back to our roots. But I think the going back to the roots is not specifically like, you're from China, you must go back to China. But it's so important that for us that we understand the attributes and the uniqueness and strength of our roots. So I don't really know about Zhao. I mean, I was quite ignorant about who my parents was, or grandparents, or where I come from. But I know one thing that I love to eat: liver, pork liver. And here, second day, I came yesterday at dinner, and today when I went for lunch, I saw Joe, and I was like, oh, there's some food store again on the food show. I want to go and see it again. So I was like, oh, they actually sell liver noodle. And I say, hey, I actually love to eat liver actually. My husband will know that I love eating heavy liver, but unfortunately I still think my mom cook the best. My mom cook just right, it's not overcooked. Just when it's overcooked, it becomes hard. But when it's not overcooked, it's just awesome. So I was like, hey, this is Fuzhou dish. No wonder I love it. So I believe that everyone, the blood is in the DNA. We talk about DNA. When I was in US, Mobile, Alabama, I met I think probably two families of Chinese from China. And when it was festival of Danglong, I was so surprised that they don't even concern about celebrating the Danglong, because for them is I migrated to US and I don't need to know my roots. and I don't think it's important for me to know. So for me, I think there's a little bit ways actually. Okay. Everybody is waiting patient for our pass. My time getting to know God more. That's why I mean we as human beings. My children does not believe there's ghosts, but if you ask me, I would say there's ghosts. In the way we use it in the spiritual term is spirit, because that's how I grew up with. I watch a lot of cerita-cerita hantu, Pontianak, semua tu lah. Masa zaman remaja saya memang banyak. Dekat sinema pun banyak buku hantu juga. So actually kita percaya tau. Cuma pada tahap manakah kita mau percaya? And also kalau dibandingkan hantu dengan Tuhan, pihak manakah yang kita mau percaya? So I don't want to go to hantu lah. Jadi terbalikkan sikit ya. Hantu tu jadi Tuhan. Kita percaya pada Tuhan. Masalahnya sekarang ialah setiap bangsa, suku kaum ada Tuhan sendiri. Jadi Tuhan manakah yang benar-benar? Itu jangan kita dipertikaikan sama sekali di sini. Sebab saya percaya setiap orang harus diberi pilihan untuk mengetahui kebenaran jalan yang Tuhan ingin berikan kepada kita. So, I mean, we know about all these things, but let's come to the leaderships. We have looked at Malaysia. Malaysia is full of resources. Everywhere we go, it's just resources. But to see that our economy is not stronger than, I think they're coming, not stronger than Singapore, it's just a little bit sad.
Yang terima yang amat berhormat Perdana Menteri dan orang-orang ini yang masuk di Malaysia. Jadi yang kita harus melakukan
So the Prime Minister is here. We are waiting for the king to be here. Our current Prime Minister is a Prime Minister with boldness and courage. So we thank God because he's such a cool person. You know, Malaysia is really an awesome country to stay. I've been to few countries and Malaysia is really good. So I was talking about resources. We really have awesome resources. Okay, okay. We really have awesome resources. We are not lacking in any other thing, but our economy is just not better than Singapore, and that's so sad. And when I was in Singapore, though that our conversion rate back then when I was young was 1 and then 1.5, and when I was 2 and now it's 3. Oh, just so happy. Just so happy. Okay. Trying to get the light away, but I think the light over there is just too quiet. Okay, let's look at general view. Hey, everybody is patient to accept the rate. So I will be live. Not sure who is sitting on the green chair. That's it. 2023. Yay. I'll get the point. Well, our Prime Minister is going to go to China tomorrow. I'm so glad that he's establishing the political relationship because we really need one another. And now Malaysia really needs some establishment so that our economy will be stronger and stronger. Pray for Malaysia. Right. especially the king and the rest. We are very long delayed. Yeah. So I think they are it. They are here. The sun is Oh, my uncle just messaged.
Apabila yang kemanusiaan, kehidupan Tuhan yang pertama, waktu yang kedua yang sama, kata yang berbahagia dengan suri dan kehidupan ini, ini kedua dan anda. Diri yang mohon Tuhan amat kami itu hadir hadir, notifikasi yang digital dan yang mohon dan juga yang kita perlawan, menteri teliti dan transaksi Sarawak, menteri-menteri dan pejabat sampai sambutan Malaysia 2023.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, may we all remain standing for the national anthem Negaraku and Sarawak State Anthem Ibu Pertiwiku.
Jadi kemana pagi dan siang silakan gitu.
Gagal jadi dua, kerana serta saya daya banyak menjadi satu, membawa negara ke persada dunia.
Kemakmuran kita kongsikan bersama. Maju terus bergerak ke hadapan. Walaupun terdapat perbezaan, kita satukan jadi kekuatan.
Sambutan Hari Malaysia dengan Kebangsaan 2023. Kita melakukan dengan persembahan So Malaysia.
And on to portraying the aspiration of Malaysia Madani, determination in unity, fulfilling hope, and amazing collaboration of the dancers from National Department for Culture and Arts and Jaya Cultural Foundation, featuring the fire officers from the Malaysian Fire and Rescue Department, Sarawak. Thank you very much to all performers.
Tuhan yang terutama yang dipertuan di Sarawak. Mohon berkenan untuk Kuala Pertempuran memulakan acara majlis. Terima kasih Tuhan yang terutama.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera. Salam Malaysia Madani.
Salam Sarawak maju makmur. Salam Sabah maju jaya. Dan salam segenap sejarah.
Pengarah ini, Tuan yang pertama, Mangku yang diperkuat di Sarawak, Tan Sri Datuk Amal dan Imam Malaysia Amir Awal Nasar, serta yang amat berbahagia Puan Sri dan Haji Fatimah binti Haji Muhammad Iskandar, dan Majlis Sambutan Hari Malaysia Peringkat Kebangsaan 2023, Majlis berturut Tuan yang amat berhormat dari Sri Anwar bin Ibrahim, Perdana Menteri, serta yang berbahagia Datuk Sri Dr. Wan Sita Dr. Wan Ismail, yang amat berhormat Datuk Tinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abang Zuhari bin Datuk Abang Jokowi, Premier Sarawak, serta yang berbahagia Puan Sri Datuk Abang Haji Timani bin Puan Muhammad Bijang, yang amat berhormat Datuk Sri Panglima Haji Bin Haji Nur, Ketua Menteri Sabah, serta yang amat berbahagia Datuk Sri Panglima Datuk Haji Cilah Salam, yang amat berhormat Datuk Tinggi Dr. Ahmad Zahid bin Hamidi, Timbalan Perdana Menteri, yang amat berhormat Datuk Sri Haji Fadilah bin Hussein, Timbalan Perdana Menteri, serta yang berbahagia Datuk Sri Haji Rusia binti Muhammad Tahir, yang berhormat Menteri Bertanggungjawab, ahli-ahli yang berhormat, kawan-kawan kerajaan Persekutuan Negeri, rakan-rakan media, hadirin yang hormat sekalian. Selamat datang ke Majlis Sambutan Hari Malaysia Peringkat Kebangsaan 2023.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, so as to prepare blessings for this evening ceremony, it is now with great pleasure to invite Sahibul Fadilah, Dr. Haji Mustafa Kamal bin Haji Ahmad Fauzi, the Grand Imam of Sarawak, to recite the dua.